Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, I just want to say hello. And if you're under the age of 10, well, let's get to learning. So we're going to be talking about the lines of fractions. First, we're going to start off with a line. A line has two arrows on each side, saying that it goes on forever in both directions. It's impossible to have it with only one line, with only one arrow, such as this is where it cuts off. And there's no arrow on this side. It's impossible to only have one arrow. There's another one that we will be talking about later that does only have one arrow. And you guys will be confused for a second, but don't worry. Here we have a circle. This goes on forever in both directions. It goes on to this side, and then it goes to this side, kind of like a recycling logo. Because it goes this way, and then it doesn't stop, but they're technically the same arrows that go on and on and on and on and on and on forever. So yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know about lines. It's just a line with two arrows on the sides, on the ends I should say, that represent it goes forever. And also, if you guys are having trouble understanding anything in my videos that is learning, I'm going to be having, after I may edit this video and do all that, I will be doing some stuff, and then I'm going to start explaining, kind of like a tutoring video that will help anyone with anything they're struggling with in school, so they won't have to be worried for any tests or anything. So here we have the line. So let's go on to the second. We have this one called a line segment. A line segment is just a line, but with these two dots. But these aren't called dots in this case. They're simply called endpoints. So we know that the line has two arrows, which means it goes on forever, like a circle. But this is quite the opposite. These circles represent the end. The end of the line, I should say. The end of the shape. For a square, there should be one on each angle, or on each corner, whatever you want to call them. So these endpoints show that the shape ends wherever the endpoint is. Well, the side of the shape does. So first, a dot or an endpoint will go. The endpoint will stay here, and then the line will go until the endpoint. Then you'll start on that endpoint, and then stop at another one, and then go on until you reach the endpoint you started with, the first endpoint you started with. So it's kind of cool how you can make an X inside to know where they go, to know where the endpoints go. Here's a trick to know how to remember that they go on the corners or the angles. Just make a square, then make an X the right side up. then on each corner of the X, you'll know that the endpoints go there. And I didn't say make a crazy X like this. I said facing you, and don't even try to be so cool facing it this way and saying it's a square. That's either a diamond or a rhombus, whatever you want to call it. It is a square, but you have to do it this way so you'll remember easier. So now that we're done with our line segment, we'll go to the tricky one. This is called array. Array. For people who are confused with array, which is this, I'll be teaching that in another video. It's a or array or a array, not array. So this one is confusing. So it starts on the end point on either this side or that side. I started it on this one. And then it goes and goes and goes, and then it keeps going because the arrow, like we learned, what does the arrow do? If you said the arrow keeps going forever, you're correct. And what does the endpoint do? Starts or ends the shape. So I can't really name any shapes that have this. But I kind of do know one. If you want to know a shape that's like that, just draw a line up, and it starts at the end point, then it goes up, and then the arrow forms it to go on forever. So yeah, so array has starts or ends on the endpoint. And for rays, I'll just say that, you can't make, so hold on. You can't make the arrow pointing that way because that's pointing in, and you can't do that in geometry. I think I've accidentally been saying fractions. It's actually geometry, but I don't know, because geometry is shapes. So yeah, so it starts, really it can't end on an endpoint. It will start on an endpoint and it will go forever after. But there's one more thing I need to tell you. So this is just called a point. It's not really that big. It's usually like that big. I just made it bigger so I can like write more. So basically its only purpose is really being there. It's kind of hard to explain, so I might have to think about making a whole video of it because I'm running out of time, because I usually try to make my videos at only like 10-20 minutes, and I don't think anyone would want to sit here for 20 minutes and watch a video, so come back to my channel for more fun stuff, for more fun learning. I know this wasn't too fun, but I don't know how to explain this in a fun way, so see you next time, guys. Remember, Royal Rabbits and Friends. Yay!